Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and today in Warframe we do have the weekly reset. It's true. Reminder, there's a bunch of random sales going on right now if anyone wants to buy anything. Mirage, Banshee, Prime have returned. There's always new loot swapping out every Friday, and there's about, 14 hours left on the event affinity booster for the weekend. So if you want to farm that, yeah, get on it, you know? There is now the new swapped out event loot, still the wolf stuff, but new swapped out Gift of the Lotus stuff, Syndana and the Dex Nakana. Grab the Dex Nakana no matter what, because it is technically a weapon slot, so that's what mainly matters, and if you don't have it, it's mastery rank, right? Nice. Other than that, we have the weekly Archon shard for blue. And if, yeah, I mean, like, who cares too much, but we do have the Archon Boreal shard. Blue shard, yeah, still useful if you want to do, like, defensive type builds and build Warframes that build better off defense type stuff, so, hey, not too bad. Grab it if you need it. I think it's a pretty calm week this week in Warframe. Nothing hugely special, just, like, regular update stuff, so yeah, let's continue on. Next up we have is the Warframe Incarnon weapons from the circuit. So overall, booyah, we have some good ones. We have Strun, Furix, Latrin, Bow. I don't know why I went left to right. Okay, range, heavy attack efficiency in Incarnon form. Bow's really cool just because of, like, dope ass range increases, right? 4 range, good damage boost, right? Parry angle, block combo counter with melee weapon, combo count chance. Yeah, no, I'm gonna just say this one's good overall if you're looking for a strong melee. That's the thing though, it is just like another melee, so you either love it or hate it. I just think it's really good overall because +4 range is really sweet. Latrin is a really awesome weapon. I would recommend this one as one of the main ones. IMO. I like it. It shoots off bouncy heat everywhere and it does decent enough damage, right? I'm on my Latrin Prime, Wraith? I don't know. I'd have to double check. But puncture status, increase effect multi-shot, stacks up to 4x. Pretty good. Keep puncture on it, right? Yeah, not too bad. Base sprint speed, direct damage per status type affecting it. Yeah, it's got some cool damage buffs, weapon recoil, capacity or zoom, nothing huge there. But then you have headshot damage, remove enemy per puncture, or the one I took pretty much, increase base critical by 30 and base critical damage multi by 0.6x. You see that one at the end, the critical parallel, and you're like, oh my god, yeah, give me that one. I love it. There is the Furix Incarnon. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to actually quickly build a Furix and actually put that on. That's what I need to do. I knew there was something up here. Not bad, not bad. As you can see, increased damage. Ooh, electricity, multi-shot increase. Not bad, not bad. And then with overshield's just base damage boost, so yeah, not bad. Magazine, accuracy, or on headshot instant reload. If you like headshots and are doing a headshot build, those are really good, so yeah, think about it. Shots fired with a critical chance lower than 40, increased base critical damage multi by 3x. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So if you want to go for a weird crit build, you'd have to do that. On headshot, fire rate stacks up to 10x, okay. And then increase base status chance. Yeah, interesting, interesting. Shoots ability to project a wide heat damage beam in Incarnon form. I think people do like the Furix, but I just haven't used it much myself, so I don't know a ton. Now, the Furix are cool. I think they're good if you want to do a slam build, but I've never liked slam builds. But hey, if you're into that, go for it, right? You see it's built for slam, melee, parkour velocity, heat damage fields after heavy slam, increased damages, melee combo count, with melee weapon equipped, combo count chance 100%, plus 10% attack speed per enemy within 6 meters, stacks up to 5x. I probably have Killjoy on, to be honest. Probably have the attack speed one. This one's nice because range, base heavy attack efficiency set at 20%, or combo timer pauses once weapon is holstered. All actually really awesome, but it's up to you how you want to play. 4% chance of slash of status on impacts S, increase base critical damage multiplier to 4x on slide attacks if that's something you're going for, and then increase base crit chance. So yeah, a lot of things you can do with the Furix Incarnon. Nothing I love, but it's still a good weapon. And then the Strun Incarnon. I think this Strun's pretty dope. I like it. I don't know if it's super meta for all things, but I really like using it. Increased base damage by decent enough, with channel ability a lot of punch through. Increased base damage and on firing base multi-shot stacks up to 5x. Right? Fire staggering explosive projectiles. I do like the stun. I need to use it a little more. Okay, on hitting target, electricity, projectile reload, chance to restore 1 round magazine from ammo pool. Yeah, I think probably the electricity one's coolest if you plan to build that. If not, like reload speed. And then this one is, you have base status per projectile, base status by 132% for Incarnon form, right? Okay, okay. Then you have increased base critical chance by 16%. Not bad, not bad. Then you have increased base critical chance by 4%, increased base status chance by 4% per projectile, and then increased base status by 48% for Incarnon form. So there's a lot of things you can do with this. I would say either go for the base crit or go for the base status increase and make this a status gun. Because, dear God, that is such a huge amount of status. So you can either have fun one way or make this thing like a status god. It's all up to you. I myself, it always depends. I think people really like the Furus. I personally just haven't tried it. I would grab Latrin and Bow if you're looking for a melee. If not, Latrin, Strun, Furus, Furix, Bow. Like Latrin, Strun, Furus, Bow, and then Furix. But again, choose however you like to play. And just remember, that's what really matters. So they're all cool weapons. And then if you go through everything before, level up all your Duviri stuff, boom, more Duviri things, right? Yeah, not bad, not bad. So that's pretty cool. Now let's go check out the base Warframes over on the circuit. Hopefully they're nothing too terrible. Saren, Vauban, Nova. Okay, if we quickly check where Saren spawned, because like honestly I never remember anything. I think she's easy. Yes, she is simply Mero Sedna, Kella Dathame assassination. Get her BPs on the market. So I think she's very easy to farm. So if you don't have her, maybe get her. But other than that, like she's really easy to farm. If you're on Sedna, it shouldn't take too long overall. Vauban as well is very easy to get because you purchase Vauban through Nightwave for, I think 25 credits per, and you just get the general blueprint from the market for credits. So Vauban's actually insanely easy to get as well. Sounds like Nova's gonna be the hardest one to farm out of all of these, but none of them are the worst. She is the Raptor assassination on Nemo Europa. I think those are like pretty simple of a fight. I don't think there's anything super special about it. You just do it, right? Yeah, so none of them are too out of the way. Purely as always though, choose the Warframe you want, the Warframe that you'd like to play, and the Warframe probably that you haven't farmed or are not able to farm right now. So it's always still up to you, but it's important to choose. Just, you know, choose the thing that vibes with you, man. Or not, man. Yeah. Everyone online's a guy. That's just kind of how it works, right? Now, we have Nightwave with or man's gender neutral now. With the masses of just yelling at everyone on the internet. Yeah, whichever you prefer. Nora's Mix Volume 8, right? Regular weeklies, kill different steel path missions. We have survival mission for 20 minutes. I mean, 5 different steel path missions, pretty easy. Just run 5 missions. Oh, mine rare gems or ore in Orb Valis, very easy. Kill enemies with Necromech, and then some dailies of radiation. Complete a mission with only primary weapon equip. Mark 5 mods or resources, not bad. Not bad at all. I'm almost leveled up my Nightwave. I just haven't been playing a ton of Warframe lately because I'm pretty bored on the game right now. That's usually how it happens. Big update comes out, you farm it for a bit, you get a little bored of it, and then you take a break with some other games. But worry not, we'll get more videos out going over some weapons and things. But breaks as always. Check out the Twitch stream where I'm just running reruns and everything. So, we have a lot of good mods. Combat Reload for Tigris, not bad. Septive Bond for Loki, not bad. Grab whichever ones you need, of course. Only consume ammo when dealing damage. 150 status chance on the Convectress. Yeah, good if you like that weapon. I've never used it much. Energy Siphon, it's okay. Xmas Advantage on the Xylock. Ooh, not bad if you plan on going Xylock. I think Xylock Incarnon even. So not bad. I'd say that's a good one. Good one to pick up. Tetra when aiming projectile speed, and Batacore Sentient Barrage. Okay, okay. Discharge each enemy hit, refill 1 charge. Reaching full charge will increase critical chance and critical damage. I think that's decent. I haven't used enough of the Bat Core, but not bad. Shrapnel rounds. Good. Multi-shot minus damage from Marillac. Skull shot on Viper. Not bad. Sniper Scavenger aura. Steel charge aura. Grab that. For appearance stuff, purely if you like the cosmetic, pick it up because that's just kind of how cosmetics work. Lens Solstice skin. Yeah, they're all like cool cosmetics. I really like how goofy Corvex's helmet looks though. Cause like, it's just, what is that? I love it though. It's so goofy though. Hey, there's a Pobber. And these are all the misc items as always. Good stuff, that's where you get Vauban, right? Heat Swords must pick up for Mastery rank at the bare minimum. It's a low MR weapon, but it's not anything amazing outside of like status. So it's like a status slash weapon. So it works well at low MR, but it's mainly MR fodder because it's a low MR weapon. And then as always, pick up whatever you need wherever you need it here, right? Catalyst, Reactor. It's where you get Netane, enter Nihil's Obulet, all that stuff. So yeah, that's Nightwave, everybody.
Let's get back to it.
Hell yeah, Nora Nightwave. Let's do it. Now, this is the 1999 weeklies. We're going to quickly go through these because they're kind of the same always. Kill 100 enemies with tech rot, enemies with melee weapons. So it has to be on the tech rot. Do either the exterminate solo or like a survival if you want. And just kill anything with melees. Works well. Pick up the secondary arcane adapter there because like, come on, you get so many Forma blueprints. Easy. Critical melee. You choose this if you like melee and want crit. Energy pickup, increase ability range, not bad, and then gain 250 armor. I would probably do melee crit chance or the pickup increases ability range. I just like having more ability range when I use Protea. Scaldra troops with ability, choose your favorite. I choose Protea or Dante. Kill Scaldra troops with ability, either on the exterminate or survival. Should be simple. And then, oh, Topaz Archon Shard or 3D Resource Drop Chance Booster. This one's purely up to you. If you want more Topaz Shards, grab that for sure. If you plan to farm resources and you want or need 3D Resource Drop Chance Boosters, go for that, of course. It's up to you though, depends what you plan to do in the week. Now, kill 500 enemies. I would do the Tech Rot Survival. They spawn faster, easier to kill because they're all healthy, and you can just nuke the hell out of them a little easier, but it's up to you. Kuva or Arcane Enhancement, it's up to you. I'm all good on the Arcanes. I'll choose Kuva. Hex Factor Override. That's good only if you want a heavy attack. It's still cool though, because like heavy attack triggers melee javelin, 3 meter range, 1000 damage scaling, both with combo multiplier. Pretty cool. But I wouldn't choose that. It's still good though. Shoot health orbs, pick them up. Health orbs now have 24% chance to duplicate. 25. Non-10 ally within 20 meters all gain 5% melee attack speed and 20% fire rate for each one in range. This is good if you want to do like a spawn type of setup. Yeah, not bad. Like if you're a summoner. It's up to you. I would probably choose Hex Factor Override purely because you're going to hit more heavy attack melees just with Radial Javelin. I thought I wouldn't take that at first, but no, I'd take that for sure. But it's up to you. You can do sweet summon builds. Kill enemies with melee. Same, go kill Tech Rot melee. Amir, nice. And then Forma or Arcane Enhancement ×2. I'd choose the Forma because it's a built Forma. It's not like a Forma blueprint, right? So that's what I'd choose. Lastly, kill enemies with abilities. Dante or Protea is my go-to. It's up to you though. Upgrades, magazine size, not bad actually. On damage, 10% chance to set off 250 meter radius radiation blast. 20% melee crit chance. Probably choose a crit on melee actually. It is Flair's birthday. Nice, nice. Mark the date. Arcane enhancements, secondary arcane enhancements. I'd choose secondary arcane. Yep. Kill 750 Tech Rot. Tech Rot survival for sure. Oh, not bad, not bad. Orkin Reactor Blueprint or Orkin Catalyst Blueprint. You'll probably want to pick up the Orkin Reactor Blueprint if you have a lot of Warframes you need to upgrade. If not, definitely want to pick up the Orkin Catalyst Blueprint. But that's about it there. And that is Warframe 1999 Seasonal Weeklies. Okay, let's go run on over to, where is it? Mars Deimos. Deimos, Sanctum, and Atomica. We're going to go quickly check up on Bird 3 for the Archon shards, and we are also going to quickly see how annoying Elite Deep Archimedea is this week. I think Temporal Archimedea was really bad last week, but we'll see if it is again this week after. Now, that is your boy Bird 3. If we check out Shiny Treasures, Azure Archon Shard. It's a defensive one again, nothing amazing. A lot of blue Archon shards this week. Now, this is my individual parameters. Hypersensitive. Duration of negative status effects is tripled. Damn, transference into operator drifter is blocked. Damn, lose 2 health when moving, jumping. Damn, lose 2 energy when moving. Okay, okay. You can still use any gear wheel stuff like specters. So use a good strong specter. Survival. Okay, you have to kill enemies within range. Rogue arachnoids charge attack to pull warframes. Rogue culverin equipped weapons that deal 5x damage to overguard necromax. Okay, I don't think that's terrible. Maybe just remember to stand near the towers. Security system require twice as many boss fiend glyphs to activate. That sucks. Guardian Xmas units may be encountered, including Guardian Xmas necromats. Okay, also annoying. Allies within 4 meters of slain enemies gain 25% fight raise at the cost of 50% ammo efficiency. Okay, that could be worse. Not the worst. Not the worst at all. And then alchemical invulnerability. 10% of enemies that are equipped with an impervious elemental barrier can only be destroyed by an An4 of the corresponding element. That sucks. Oh shit. All enemies have overguard equal to 5th max health, slow being immortal, do very limited drain health energy from allies get too close. Okay, no, that alchemy is actually going to be really annoying. It might be the worst one out of all of them. Well, probably the mirror defense because it's easier to fail, but all these are kind of a pain, but alchemy definitely is going to suck. Still very easily possible, but I think it's just going to be a pain in the butt. Either way, Bird 3 in the Elite Deep Archimedea this week. It's really nothing too terrible. It just might take a little bit of time. You might end up failing on that mirror defense especially too, just because I know a lot of people have issues keeping mirror defense missions alive. So if someone ends up having a good defensive specter or a defensive frame for that, that's going to be really good. Or if you just have an absolutely killer build, yeah, that's going to be pretty cool too. Either way, let's see what your boy Teshin has. Teshin always has something. Maybe not always something good, but it might almost be time for Umbra Forma. Bum, 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 bum. Nope, it's just a really normal Riven week. So you can just get like Rivens. And by Rivens, I mean a rifle Riven. Oh, that's kind of it. Yeah, Teshin's kind of lame this week. Ugh, boring. Now, if we go over to the navigation and check out Acrithis, you can quickly go to Dormazone to find Acrithis. Yeah, because she is the Duviri, like, vendor, and she's not only on Duviri when you're running the mission. So if you ever do need to, like, go to Acrithis, talk to her and grab loot for any reason, reminder, she is just here. Always. Curious. Browse wares. And she has pretty good loot this week. Shit. She does have an Oricon reactor. Yeah, nothing huge there. Cool cave scenes. Some Rivens. Some other loot. Nothing massive, but definitely Oricon reactor. That's not bad. See, you can always get like a handful of Oricon reactors now if you're like endgame. That's not bad at all. Now, the last thing we're going to check out is indeed Elite Temporal Archimedea. If you don't know what Elite Temporal Archimedea is, it is Warframe 1999's version of Elite Deep Archimedea. So it's the same idea. You just have to get high rank with the Hex, and then you go to the Warframe 1999 area over here, talk to the proto-frame Kaya Velasco, and say hello. What's up, Kaya? It's your girl. Go to browse wares if you're curious like what type of loot she has. It's always the same. This doesn't really like transfer out. It does, but like it's the same stuff, just different arcanes every week, you know? Anyways, Temporal Archimedea itself is the hardest game mode right now, because as you can see, it's like 100, I think, levels higher than Elite Deep Archimedea. Same idea, get some loot, equip your stuff. Ability overload, using an ability opens a void rift nearby. That's gonna suck. Oh no, gear cannot be used, those bastards, they know. 50% melee combo chance, damn. Casting ability reduces armor for 10% for 10 seconds. Okay, all things considered, not terrible. I could use Octavia or Temple pretty easily because there's 0 ability duration and energy issues. So I think I'll be an invisible Octavia with a Fullman, with my Hespar, and my Zacti secondary. I don't use any of those. This one, drones fly above flare, spraying them with Ephedron gas. That sucks. Ephedron gas blankets the levels. Enemies may drop filters that provide temporary reprieve, and then enemies slowly regenerate health. For the defense one, I would use the Boop, Probably the Burger Fest is the one I always use because it heals the defense target as well. So choose that. Legasite Harvest. 2 Legasite spawn each round, twice many captured need for success. That's not a big issue. All enemies have Overguard equal to 50% of their health. When killed, Scaldra troops drop artillery beacons that summon bombardments. That's actually probably the bigger pain. Either way, just stay with your team and y'all should be fine. This one looks really easy. Throw on whatever type of buff you personally would want and go from there, right? Then you have the Hell Scrub Scaldra. Hold your breath, okay. Artillery beacons, and it's alive. So they drop more artillery beacons when they die. Entire region deals toxic damage over time, increasing the longer player remains, except in the vicinity of Hell Scrubbers. Some enemies may drop filters, create additional static temporary zones. God damn it. Yeah, this one's kind of a pain. Stay on the Hell Scrubbers, grab those filters, stay safe. And then it's alive. Within the underground, hostile overgrowths will attack the players if they stop moving, so just always keep moving. It's pretty simple. It might be a lot to remember, but just run around, spam abilities, and make sure you kill off all the enemies. Am I right? Yeah, it should be simple. Either way, everybody, that is it for this week. Thank you all for being here, subbing, and liking the video on YouTube. It helps a lot. I greatly appreciate it. If there's any specific videos you want, let me know. I'm just taking a little bit of a break because I'm a little burnt right now, but I'm still making videos on the side channel, just messing around and having fun. So nothing super serious. Thank you all, and I'll see you another time. Cheers.